Hello, hello. I'm going to fix a little bit, fix the volume a little bit so that I can actually, lower the volume of the game so that you can actually hear me when I talk. That seems to be a little bit of a problem. Right now I am on my other character, Mint. Here's her spreadsheet. So she's mostly a DPS character, though she does have a at least 2 of the healing jobs and none of the tank ones, apparently. Well, I'm not really that much of a tank person, but I'm actually here right in the middle of a fate, which is good. This one... Okay, I suppose we can just do the fate while I talk. The purpose of this video today is going to be crafting, showcasing some of the stuff that's different in this game compared to others. And that is crafting, most certainly. There is quite a bit of differences that I'm going to look over. Okay. But before that, I am going to kill this fate because this character is further behind than my other one. I really loved the story of this game, which is why I made a second character to begin with. And the thing is that you actually have to do the story. You actually have to do it, and not simply because it gives you a good experience, but you actually unlock content through doing the story. For example, you have your dungeons, right? In such games like Star Wars, for example, you just get access to new dungeons by leveling to a specific level, and then you can just access it. With Final Fantasy, not so. Here's the... Okay, let me just finish this. Oh, that's so... I don't know. That's so original. Lancer Lot. A Lancer called Lot. Wow. Dude, amazing. So yeah, these fates, they are very... Oh, there we go. Oh, I leveled up. Hooray! This here is a hunting log, which by every class has it. So what it does is once you complete the entire log, all the entries, you get, well, for this rank I will get 10,000 experience, and then I will get a set amount of experience for each entry. So if I kill 3 arbor buzzards, I will get 2.3k, which is not bad considering I only need 19.6k until the next level. And so this is something that you want to do as you level, because if you get the rank 11 entry at, say, level 12, you will get 2.3k, but if you get it at level 20, the experience gain will be pretty much not existent. Now where are they? And this is in Central Shroud, Bend Branch, and we are in the East Shroud, and this is Central East, Mandragora Honey Yard. This is actually should be somewhere here. Let's find the Mandragora. Oh, tree sapling, yay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we can kill this guy. Although he's 2 levels above me, I should be able to do it. Now food in this game, this is what I just clicked on, the raisins. It's food and you want to have food, especially when you level. And basically you always want to have food active, at least of some sort. It's because it actually gives you a 3% XP boost, EXP bonus, 3% for 30 minutes. And it actually stacks up to 59 minutes, so you can eat 2 foods and or well 2 pieces of food and not have to worry about it until the next yeah. Oh, there we go, there are the Mandragora. They're a little bit closer to my level. Let's kill them instead. So yeah, when you're level 11, you want to be in rank 2 of your hunt log. So basically, try to clear it as fast as you can, because that way you get the maximum possible experience out of it. A lot of classes have like combinations of abilities. Like for Lancer, I use True Thrust, and see you have it has this a highlight of Warble Thrust. Is buffed if used after True Thrust, so we always want to use them together. And Heavy Thrust actually gives you a damage increase buff for 30 seconds. So if nothing else, you want to use it every 30 seconds. Okay. One more. Let's see. So we start with Heavy Thrust, True Thrust, Vorpal Thrust, and Impulse Drive, just because. Oh wow! You want to always have your action bars actually closed, because if by some chance you click, you're a clicker, then you have a problem, because you can just drag your abilities off the bar. So see, there we go. I got 4k for the Lancer 13 entry. And now here it is. Yeah, reward completed. Now you can see 4,000 when you only need almost 20k is actually a pretty decent chunk. So you want to do these as you level consistently, because when you're level 50 and you want to get some extra experience and you look at your hunting log and you realize that shit, I haven't been doing it at all, that then you're gonna spend all the time running between different places, killing mobs that are like 40 levels below you that don't give you any kind of XP. So I think you can understand where I'm coming from here, that this kind of stuff you want to do within, like, this is a level 14 mob, and it's actually, where is it? Oh, here it is. So yeah, yeah, apparently the trend samplings here in East Shroud are higher level than they are in the Central Shroud, but oh well. Oh, there's a fight here. Let's go do that. Speed up. I'm not sure I like what they've done with the sprint. Before, you used to be able to just like dump all of your TP, whatever it actually means, I don't know, and use sprint for the duration. But now you have to like now it's a 1 minute cooldown, but you don't lose any TP. So if you're a stamina using character, then that's good for you. If you're a mana user, then you don't actually need any kind of TP at all, ever. So for you it's a little bit redundant, but still. Oh great, I made a friend. I didn't want that. You shoo, go away. And potions, yeah, you always want to have potions on you, cause yeah. Because if you don't have any kind of self-healing abilities, then you might end up then you might have some problems. The bird, go away! Stupid bird. Fine, I'm gonna kill you. Just you wait. Good. Yeah, fates aren't always about just killing random things. Usually they have an objective to them. So be sure that you know what it is that you're supposed to be doing, because if you're just running around killing things and the mobs actually kill off the objective, then you're gonna fail no matter how many mobs you killed. So yeah, there's that. And that said, I'm gonna try and finish this hunting log, since there's so many things that I need to kill right here in front of me. Yeah. This is your company Chocobo. You get it after a quest at level 20, and later on, I think around level 30, you can learn how to summon that Chocobo by using these Gesal greens as a companion, which means that you can just run around and your chicken will be helping you. You can name it. This guy is called Kobo, and mine is Kue, because that's pretty much what they say in any cutscene, in any quest involving Chocobo. They're always Kue. Kue. So yeah, so it's Kue, and the one on my main character is called Chicken, because I always call them chickens. So. And this small guy here is a wolf pup. He is my pet. Or a minion. Oh, there we go. This little bit is a little bit annoying, because you actually have to click on this button and select which chat you want to talk in. You can't just type /G and type it in guild chat like you can in WoW and in Star Wars, so that little bit is kind of a meh, but overall I don't think it matters. And oh, look at this. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Oh, the sky. The sky at nighttime, especially when it's clear, it's absolutely beautiful. When it comes to graphics, this game just doesn't have an equal. It's amazing. Well, at least, I mean, out of the games that I've played, out of the MMOs that I've played, which isn't a lot, to be fair. I've only played Star Wars, The Old Republic, World of Warcraft, and this. And then I tried The Secret World, and then I tried a little bit of Guild Wars 2, but it felt a lot like a single player, and I couldn't really get into that. I've also done Elder Scrolls Online, And now that game is actually pretty cool, but also it feels a lot like single player. The leveling experience, you can pretty much do it all solo, all the way to max level. Whee! Level up! Yeah, so yeah, there's that. It's, so yeah. But yeah, out of all those games, I like this one the most when it comes to graphics. And it is different than most, because here you can have one character and you can still play all the classes. Mind you, you have to pick them up separately and level them all up separately. So the first class you can do through these quests. They have this kind of marker on them. Yeah, in the journal they'll be marked like this, as opposed to this would be a class quest. Here it's first samurai. And then there are these are levy quests, which you do for, like, also for, well, I'm not actually sure for what, for extra XP. There are battle levy quests, which you can do on any kind of class, and just do them and you'll get this amount of extra experience. And then there are the gathering levy quests and the gathering levy quests. You get an allowance, so you can't have more than 100 of available levy quests. At a time you can only have 16. Right now I have 2. So yeah, I would honestly say that use this allowance to help you level your disciplines of the hand and disciplines of the land. Disciplines of the hand are the actual crafting professions, and disciplines of the land are the gathering ones. Now, as you can see, there are only 3 gathering professions and a heck of a lot of crafting ones. Alright, brain fart, sorry. So yeah, the purpose of this video is going to be exactly that: crafting and gathering. So, like, what I do is I keep 2 action bars on, well, 2 lines, I guess. Well, actually, not sure. Let's just say action bars. Yeah, action bars on the sides of my screens. This one is for my crafting and gathering stuff, and this is for my actual combat classes. So you have, so say you have gear sets, right? Gear set list. So these are all of my set lists, which just by you can drag them from this list. You can drag them onto your action bar. Yep. Or in the same way, you can drag it off and discard it, or delete. What it does is that it allows you literally to change to that saved gear set on a click. Ooh, oh, yeah, I don't know about that. This is gathering. I'm not sure about this one. Actually, okay. Let's do that. Update. You can update your gear, keep your gear updated always. This is my botany set. You can click recommended gear, which means that it goes through all of your gear that you have, and it checks if you have any better gear on hand that you can change to. And then you can update your gear set after that. So this is botany. Oh. See, I get so distracted. I get very distracted, really, in this game especially, because I think that I want to go and do this, but then I decide to do something different all of the sudden, and when I was just going to make a short, like maybe 10-15 minute video about about crafting, here I am doing fates on my alternative classes. Now fates in lower levels, I've already mentioned them, but at low levels they are really efficient at helping you catch up a class. Especially because the leveling dungeon roulette becomes available at level 15, so you can't really do much except for do quests and well, and fates before, well, until level 15. Wow. My brain's not quite working just yet, I'm afraid. Now, the fates go much faster if you are just doing that on your own. If you're not doing it on your own, then you can get it done a little bit faster, I guess. So if there are other people doing it with you, then that's all the best, especially since if you help someone kill a mob, you get experience and maybe some stuff from it as well, which is honestly awesome, because in many games you can only get experience for killing a mob if you are the first person to target it, or you are in the group with the person who is attacking it. And now in this game you can actually just run up to a random guy that's killing a mob that you need to kill, and you can attack it a few times and you will most likely get the credit for it. And that is awesome because it encourages people to help each other. Like, if I'm a healer, then I will usually make an effort to run around and help people do their whatever. So yeah, do their yeah. Wow. Such speech. Very wow. Okay. Let's put all of that aside. Here we go. I've switched to botany. My botany is 23, so there's that. So it's not very useful for me to be in this area, but I have active this thing. I have this thing active. It's triangulate. It shows you the node location on your minimap, so you can glance at your minimap and figure out where you need to go. So there are some hostile mobs here, so we can use this stealth. Yeah, you can't really fight as a crafter / gatherer, so you get stealth. And yeah, you can actually, oh, I was wrong, this is in fact pretty decent. Okay, so you have to, okay, you found a node, you targeted it, and then you right click it, and it will show you a screen like this. That pretty much shows you what you can get from gathering this tree. Sometimes when your stats are over a certain number, you will get a bonus. Like in this case, my dexterity is equal or over 57, which means I get +1 gathering attempts. And this tree has this kind of percentage to give me normal quality or high quality of these specific items. Now I think I'm just going to gather. Okay, yeah, you click on it and there you go. You've gathered a U log. And yeah, you have to click on it every time you gather it. You can't just click it and go away. So once the resource has exhausted itself, the window will close and the tree will despawn. And you will run on to the next tree. Okay, and here is perception over and or equal 81, gathering fortune +5. That's very nice. This affects high quality gathering rate. Okay, I'm not exactly after high quality items, so I don't really mind. Now let's look at our actions. Chances are your tree will be able to give you some sort of shards. The shards you also use while crafting. So here in this one, the last one, in the last tab of your inventory, it will show you the amount of the shards that you have available. So for me, I need to farm some ice and some water shards, because I have very few of those, which means I can get into a sticky situation while crafting. So yeah, let's get a few more of these used. Now if you don't want to, like when leveling, if you're not very particular about the kind of food you want to eat, because obviously each kind of food has different effects. Like in my case, I have raisins, yeah, which give me +8% to spell speed, maximum 2, which is not really much. Basically +2 spell speed, +1 vitality, and +1 direct hit, which is pretty good. But the thing that I care about the most is the EXP bonus. While this raptor stew would give me +6 determination, +4 vitality, and +2 direct hit rate, which sounds more like a tank food, to be perfectly honest. Okay, let's grab this one more tree, and then I will show you a bush. I think I found a bush as well. Oh, and this fairy apple, would you look at that? That's also a food. It's not exactly a food, it's an ingredient, but it's an apple, so you can eat it, and you won't get any other effects like with raisins or any other food, but you will get the EXP bonus, which is nice. So basically you can just gather EXP for your gathering profession while gathering apples, which you can then use as food. I like that idea. This is definitely takes a little bit longer versus the nodes, gathering nodes in WoW and Star Wars, where you just like click on right click a node and just pick up whatever there is, whatever it is that's there. Here you actually level by gathering or doing levy quests. It's this part I do like. Now the crafting part, I will get to that in just a moment. That one's not so great, but I will explain it later. Okay, this is a vegetation patch. Let's see. And this at here, it shows you the level of the plant, so I know that I will get the most of this if I get the seedlings, I suppose, because the highest available crafting mat. Yep. So you get access to trees at first, because you use your main hand for that, the hatchet, and then eventually from one of the gathering quests you will get an offhand, which is when you will get access to bushes as well. The trees are yellow on your map, and the bushes, vegetation patches, or otherwise bushes basically, are blue. so you can definitely see what it is that you will find on that marker. Okay, let's pick up one more, because why not? And if you gather the exact same thing from the same bush, you get a experience boost a little bit. Let's see, the first seedling I got 753 experience points. The second one 771, then 790, and then 827. So that's very nice. You get a little bit more experience if you gather the same thing. Okay, and now let's take a look. I don't really have much in terms of crafting on this character. Okay, so I will jump on this one and open up my crafting log. Yeah, here. So, this is the crafting log. These are all the professions. You can do woodworking, smithing, armor. Well, woodworking is basically shoes and like wood-based weapons such as staffs, lances, bows, for example. And then smithing would be metal-based weapons such as swords, two-handed swords, knives for rogues. Yeah. And armorcraft is actual mail armor for the heavy armor class as well, for tanks basically, tank armor and shields. And then goldsmithing, you do such stuff as maybe earrings, necklaces, wrists, that stuff. Yeah, jewelry. Clothcraft is the gear for crafting professions, for magic users, for white mages, black mages, summoners, scholars, astrologians, that stuff. Alchemy is your potions and stuff, and cooking is, yeah, you guessed it, food. So technically, since there is only 3 gathering profession and so many crafting ones, yeah. So basically, if you want to do crafting in this game, yeah, you're better off having all of them, because like let's see. My level is very low for this stuff, so I can't really. Yeah, here you go. Hempen Sarul, Hempen, yeah. I'm not sure how this is pronounced, but yeah, Hempen something, the legs. This is for war. Strength, dexterity, so dexterity. Thing about this stuff, you gather it by killing mobs. Specific animal mobs will drop them. And then these two you kind of craft. And this leather. Yeah, you get that from leatherworking, from animal skin. Animal skin you get from animal mobs at low levels, so you gather that, and then you use leatherworking to produce leather, which then you can use in leatherworking, in armorcraft, in woodworking, almost in everything. So it's pretty much all interconnected. Not like in Star Wars, where you need to have a bioanalysis to be able to craft with what's its face? I forgot. Come on, it's not alchemy. It's called. I forget. You know, I spent 6 years in that game and I forgot. So yeah. The stuff where you craft implants, potions, adrenals, and that stuff. So basically in that you just need to have one gathering profession and one crafting profession, and maybe one mission skill to, yeah, diplomacy. Here, if you want to craft, you're just gonna have to pick up all the crafting professions and level it all up together, because that's just generally the easiest way to go about it. I have yet to pick up the rest of my classes because this is an alt, my only other alt. I've deleted the rest of them. But yeah. Can I even actually craft anything right now? No, I can't. So this mocha grass, you can buy it off a vendor because it's a very common material, the very basic ones. You can buy it or you can farm it with harvesting, with botany, and then craft from it using the grass and the shards. So yeah, something like that. If you got any questions for me about this stuff, then let me know, because I do much better when I'm actually answering specific questions instead of just talking off the top of my head, because, well, hard to know what it is that people want to hear. But yeah, that's that about crafting. And yes, you do actually have same as you have class quests in regular classes, every so many levels, you also get them for crafting and gathering professions. It's generally they tell you to craft this or that for that or that person, so it's not really anything too hard. But on the higher levels, you're gonna be required to craft high quality items, and now that is a pain in the ass. Because chances are that you don't have what's his face? CP crafting points, yeah. You might not have enough crafting points to actually use all that's necessary to to produce your item as a high quality. So first of all, you're probably going to be better off starting with getting all the high quality materials for this item, and then going from there. This part of the process is honestly a bit of a pain in the ass, but almost everyone that I know that plays this game loves this about it, especially when they come from the simpler games in terms of crafting, such as Star Wars and WoW. So yeah, if this is something that you want to try out in Final Fantasy, then yeah, you're not gonna get bored. Well, maybe with fishing. Okay, I'm gonna call it here for right now, and I'll be back with you for some sightseeing, for some leveling as some dungeons or whatever else. And tomorrow I will be recording our guild's heroic Entorus in World of Warcraft. I think we've stopped at Kingaroth. I think. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, and bye bye.